people to buy the music from us. And if we can raise enough money doing this, we can continue to do it. And it's that simple. But it's our last attempt before we decide what we're doing next. So if you like what we're doing and you'd like to support us, it is only 20 for all 3 of our albums together. If you don't have a CD player, every single one of our albums has got a password on it to let you download it from our website to your phone. This album is not on Spotify. It's only available directly from us. It has, as I said, the password so that you can put it on your phone. And then the bag is totally free. And we hope you'll see the value in 3 albums in a bag for 20 in a city that just rips you off everywhere you turn. So thanks again for stopping to listen to us. Glover is able to help you out in between the songs, and he has a card machine as well. This song is called The Things I Wish I'd Done. It's about a situation. A long time ago I worked on the street. I worked in a shoe shop called Clark's down the road. I was coming in on a week off school to work in the stockroom, and I gave an old man my seat on the bus, and he started talking to me. And I forgot about that encounter until about 15 years later or so, and I realized I realized what he was trying to say. So I wanted to write a song and tell the story. It's called The Things I Wish I'd Done, and it's about that encounter with that old man, like at this stage now, 17 years ago or so. Can I ask you guys to come in closer as well, because we're not allowed to take up too much space on the street. So if you can come into where our red line is, that's about as much space as we're allowed to occupy. Thank you very much. We also are just off the back of a tour at the moment. If anybody here is from Germany or the Netherlands, we have some shows that were just gone up today. A few pre-sale tickets, and they're not announced. We're just putting them up because we're going to be performing on the street around Patrick's, so we're going to give people the opportunity to get the pre-sale tickets before they go on public sale. If you want to check those out, go onto our website. This is called The Things I Wish I'd Done. You throw me another pen, this one's gone. Oh, that's the one I want.
There's another one here.
Monday morning on the Dublin bus into town, but I offered up my seat to an old man so he could sit down. He smiled and said they don't make them like they used to, and there's no respect among the youth for the older generation. It's a sad, sad revelation what the world is coming to. So don't go wasting precious time. Heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, then you're older, and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bolder, 'cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. If this wasted on the young, sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Told me of his childhood, his triumphs and his failures on the way, of his deep and boundless sorrow at the passing of his dearest wife, Sinead. Then he smiled and said, find someone who makes you laugh and live each moment like your last. Say I love you every night, say I'm sorry when you fight, and leave your anger in the past. And don't go wasting precious time. Heed Heed these words of mine. Life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you're older and disowned. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bold. 'Cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done. Pressed the bell and said farewell, rose up from his seat, and then he said, go and live your life, my lad, I hope that my advice will serve you well. 'Cause life goes by in the blink of an eye, and you're older and it's over. Time will fly like a bird in the sky, so be bolder. 'Cause your time is much sweeter than honey, more precious than gold. It's worth more than money, so don't wait until you're old. Youth is wasted on the young. Sing the songs I wish I'd sung, do the things I wish I'd done.
Thank you very much. That's an original song called The Things I Wish I'd Done. Again, we're called Key West, guys. If you'd like to support us in our endeavour to continue to make original music, please pop on over to Glover here and have a chat with him about taking away the music. In between the songs, if you just want to listen, please feel free. Don't worry about the cameras. They're turned off in between each song. They're just here to record us singing. So if you're interested in taking away the music, Glover can help you. As I said before, it is only 20 for all 3 of our albums together. They come with this bag as well, which is a nice souvenir. Of course, this weekend you're going to see an awful lot of things made in countries outside of Ireland, mass-produced, let's say, things like Ireland, Dublin, Trinity, Guinness, Temple Bar, etc. This is a little bit more interesting, at least. It says the best buskers in the world are made on Grafton Street, Ireland, with love, Key West. It's not mass-produced, so that makes it a little bit unique, and we hope you might consider supporting something that isn't a big giant corporation this weekend. So thanks so much for your time. Thanks for listening to us. This next song is called The Little Things. It's from this album right here. So as I said before, we are now a completely independent band. We got out of our record deal. It took us a very long time to get ourselves out of our record deals and publishing contracts. So we got fed up with the whole situation. A lot of people don't realize how bad it really is, but record labels take 80%, publishers take 50%, management takes 20%. Spotify pays $4 for 100,000 streams. So do the math on that. That's the reason why in the last 5 or 6 years, almost all new artists are solo artists and not bands. And it's not because anybody prefers one or the other. It's just it's very difficult for bands to survive past album 1 or 2. So there's only a handful of bands in the world who've actually been able to break through in the last 5 years. But there are tons and tons of solo artists because they can survive. So a lot of our friends were in successful bands here in Ireland and are now in wedding bands and corporate bands because they had to make a decision to kind of focus on their personal life and focus on money instead of their craft. We've decided to try one more time to do something different, so we've come back to playing on the streets, which is how we started in the first place, and we're selling our music on the streets. Our new album is not on Spotify, however, we know you don't have a CD player, so every one of our CDs on the street or at gigs has a password on it, and that password will give you access to the album as a download or a stream, and it'll give you lifetime access. You'll be able to use it on every device forever and share it with your friends and family. And again, it is only 20 for all 3 of the albums, plus the souvenir bag here that says the best buskers in the world are made on Grafton Street, Ireland, with love, Key West. Has a shamrock on there. There's lots of reasons why you should take that away instead of something that's made somewhere in a factory. Thanks again for listening to us. This next song is called The Little Things. It's from our album True North, this album right here. This song was a #1 song in Ireland. It gets used for weddings all the time. It's been used thousands and thousands of times for weddings, which is really cool. And last week I told that story and somebody in the audience said, I used it for my wedding. And I asked her how, because this song is really fast. And she explained to me, they started off slowly and then they went to the normal tempo of the song and all the guests joined in. And now I understand how it works so effectively. So it's on this album here. We're going to play the wedding version essentially instead of the fast version for the whole time. And if you do like what we're doing and you want to get some music, if you want to support the little guy, the underdog, by the little guy I mean me, he's 6'4". That's why he sits down, because I have height issues. That's not true. I have to stand because I'm singing and it's tough to sing when you're sitting, that's all. you want them signed? Come on over. No.
Morning, sir. How are we? Thanks.
All right. This is called The Little Things, and thanks again for stopping to listen. You're getting tired? All right. This is called The Little Things.
When you're crying, I will understand, and I will always be right here to hold your hand. When it's darkest, when you're all alone, I will be that shining light to guide you home. It's the little things, I swear, the way you sing when you dry your hair. It's the little things we share. The way you hold my hand after all these years, you make me laugh when I'm close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date. We'll just talk all night about the little things. When you're older, when your bones feel weak, I will sing to you until you fall asleep. And when it's colder, when it gets hard to move, I will dance with you right there in the living room. 'Cause it's the little things you do, the way you laugh when I act a fool. It's the little things you do. The way you hold my hand after all these years, you make me laugh when I'm close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date. We'll just talk all night. I tell you all my fears, and you just say, we'll play it all by ear. We'll be okay. So much stronger than all of this. We'll build our lives up brick by brick upon the little things. A little thing. When you're crying, I will understand, and I will always be right here to hold your hand. It's just the little things I've seen. You're so much kinder than I'll ever be. It's the little things for me. Oh, the way you hold my hand after all these years, you make me laugh when I'm close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date. We'll just talk all night. I tell you all my fears, and you just say, we'll play it all by ear. We'll be okay. We're so much stronger than all of this. We'll build starlight to break by break from a little thing. Up on the little things. Up on the little things.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, if anybody would like to take away our music, in between the songs, I will be talking about the next song. So Glover will be available to help you. It is only 20 for all three of our albums, and the bag here in front of me is a tote bag, and it's free with the three albums. It says the best buskers in the world are made on Grafton Street, Ireland, with Love Key West. And we think it's the most unique souvenir you can get in Dublin this weekend. Everything else is something mass-produced in a factory by children somewhere. However, that's made right here in Poland. So if anybody is interested in picking it up, pop on over and say hello to Glover, and he'll be able to help you out. Now, for those of you who just arrived along, I'll tell you a little bit more about us. We are just two members of the band. There's 5 people in Key West. We've been friends since we were 6 years old. We go by Calv and Glove because that's our surnames. We're both Andrews, so we've always known each other by our surnames. We started busking on the street with 14, and we went over to Los Angeles at 18. We signed a deal in LA. Since then, we've had 3 #1 albums, a platinum album, 5 #1 singles, and 3 nominations in the Irish Music Awards. We've also had our songs played on radios all over the world, in movies, TV shows. We've sold out tours. We've been on tours with Bastille, Bryan Adams, 30 Seconds from Mars, and we played the main stage at most festivals. Now, that all sounds great. But the record label takes 80%, so to give you an idea of what that can look like, our first album is called Joyland. We released that album in October 2015, the same week that Ed Sheeran released his second album, the biggest selling artist in the world. And we outsold Ed Sheeran in Ireland. He was number 2, it was the only country in the world he wasn't number 1 for a month. And then we ran out of stock because Ed Sheeran sells loads. So we had no more stock left, but we were number 1 for a month. That album went on to go platinum. It had 3 #1 singles. And despite all of that success, we made no money. A #1 album and a platinum album. And not only did we make no money, we still owed them money going into our second album. Because a record label takes 80% and they take it before they take their costs. So if they make $1 million, they take 800,000 and then they would take back their costs. So if their costs were 400,000 to promote the album, you still owe them 200,000 to go into your next album. And that's how this works. And the costs are always more than they should be because they use all their friends. They use all the producers that are underneath, they use all the pluggers, the promoters, all these different entities, and everything is just jacked up because that's how it works. As soon as you hear corporate, it's like going to a venue and saying I want a wedding or a birthday party. Which are they going to charge you more for? So that's how it works. So we decided we'd had enough of being ripped off, and we made the decision to return to playing on the streets. Our new album is not on Spotify or any services like that because 100,000 streams is only about $4. So this is how we're doing things. We're advertising our songs on the streets. We're asking people to buy the music from us so that we can use it to make more music. So that's it. So have a listen to a couple of songs and see what you think. Our brand new album is called Anything But Normal. It's not on Spotify. It'll never be on Spotify. And one last thing I will say. We get about 1,000 messages a week when we're on these busking trips from people who watch us on the street. They go home and they start listening to some more of our music later on. And we always get a message a week later from a lot of people saying, I wish I had gotten that other album when I was there because I'd probably never see you on the street again. And that's correct. We're not a shop you can come back and find. You'd have to be in the same country as us, in the same city as us, on the same street that we're on, at whatever hour we decide to play with no rain. There's very little chance of all of those things lining up for you to come across us randomly in some point in the future. So we get one chance to win you over, and we hope you'll say, do you know what, it's 20 quid, I'm getting 3 albums, I'm getting a bag in a city where it costs €45 for 2 Guinness in Temple Bar. You think I'm joking? Go to Temple Bar this weekend to see how much 2 Guinness costs you. And then you'll say to yourself, Jesus, I could have had 2 bags and 6 CDs for that. Wonderful. All right, this next song is called... Some requests?
Yeah.
Okay, go on, fire them at me.
All My Mistakes, Carousel, Heartbreak, Something Beautiful. You want more?
Well, we've done all my... I want more, yeah.
Yeah, where are your love or something like this?
Where are your loves?
Yeah.
Who's asking for that?
Claire.
That depress people. I'm trying to make these people feel something positive today. Might do it on the next performance. Yeah, next set. I'll tell you what, we'll do Dream Stealers.
Okay.
This song is called Dream Stealers. It's about the industry. It's about capitalism. It's about how the working class will always pay. And the only thing in life that flows uphill is money. Everything else goes downhill. And that's what this song is about.
Boy, maybe 10 years old, my father sat me down and this is what he told me. Son, you only get what you give in this life. But now I got debt up to my eyeballs and I can't afford a house. I feel out of place, the world has changed since my father sat me down. And I feel lost, I feel hopeless. I had plans, I had dreams, but they've been stolen. So what's the cost of this so-called progress? 'Cause it seems to me you let families go homeless. You're just dream stealers up on Capitol Hill. Dream stealers. Well, I break my back for the man each day, do a maximum work and get a minimum wage, 'cause the poor man's cash only flows uphill. And I drink whiskey to numb my brain, I take pills to fall asleep. It's the same old shit on a different day, about 7 days a week. And I feel lost, oh I feel hopeless. 'Cause I had plans, I had dreams, but they've been stolen. So what's the cost of this so-called progress? 'Cause it seems to me you let families go homeless. You're just dream stealers up on Capitol Hill. Dream stealers. Capitol Hill. Dream stealers.
Thank you very much, thank you. This next song is a song called Parachute, and I wrote this song about a girl who works in this shop right here. Not that one, the one beside it. I'll explain that in a minute. But if you don't mind as well, guys, could you do me a favor? We're not allowed to block the area, and when you stand too far back, people start to stand behind you instead of in front of you. Can I get you to come closer to where the red line is, because that's about as much space as we're supposed to take up. How you doing? So just to tell you a little bit about us, as I said before, we are just two members of the band, and the reason we don't bring the whole band onto the street with us is because we have to finish in an hour. So we've only got 2 songs left. So we're going to play these 2 songs now, and then we'll be finished. If you have 5 people on the street with you, it takes a bit too long to kind of get everything moving and move around, so we've kind of just learned to do things as a 2-piece. No, this was wasted. Let's go around some more. So this song is called Parachute, and basically the idea behind this song is a long time ago we used to play on the street, and there was a girl working in a shop at the bottom of the road called Swarovski, and I can never say that properly, but Swarovski, I said it that time, I think. She worked in the shop. We never really got to know each other, and then I ran into her on a flight 10 years later to Dubai. She was working on the flight, and we reconnected, and we fell in love. Now we're engaged to be married. She was working in this shop up until 2 weeks ago, but I was telling stories about her, so she left and went down the road to Brown Thomas, where I can't tell stories about her. And this song is about having a bad day and realizing your friends may not be your friends, and sometimes it's very important to have somebody who will be there for you. And that's what this was about. It was my way of saying, no matter how many friends turn out to be shit friends, I'll always be here. And it's called Parachute. I hope you enjoy it. We just have 2 songs left, and again, please remember, we are an independent band. This is how we grow. We sell our music on the streets. This is our last ditch effort to continue to grow and promote our original music before we do what a lot of our friends did and become a wedding band / corporate band. Thanks again for listening to us. This is called Parachute.
Come on.
See you touch the stars. Some people wanna keep you where you are. These people, don't you let them bring you down, down, down. And some friends only call you when they need you for something. Some friends will take everything and leave you with nothing. So who needs enemies when you got friends like these around, around, around? And if you ever feeling down, remember that it's alright, it's okay, 'cause yesterday was yesterday. Let me wipe those tears away. I will help you find your way when you're upside down, inside out. I'll never let you hit the ground when you're falling and there's nothing you can do. I'll be your parachute. I'll be your parachute. And some days you will feel like your whole world is ending. Some days you will feel like you're just done pretending that you're okay with all the pain and rage inside you. Don't be afraid, don't let the shame build up and blind you. 'Cause if you ever feeling down, remember that it's alright, it's okay, 'cause yesterday was yesterday. Let me wipe those tears away, and I will help you find your way when you're upside down, inside out. I'll never let you hit the ground when you're falling and there's nothing you can do. I'll be your parachute. I'll be your parachute. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed and you had a day from hell. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't let them get inside your head. Let me talk you down from the ledge. And don't be so hard on yourself. And remember that it's alright, it's okay, 'cause yesterday was yesterday. So let me wipe those tears away. I will help you find your way when you're upside down, inside out. I'll never let you hit the ground when you're falling and there's nothing you can do. I'll be your parachute. 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 I'll be your parachute.
Thank you very much. All right, this is our last song today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping to listen to us. We played this song a little earlier. This was a #1 song for us here in Ireland. It's called The Little Things. It's about the little things in life that end up being the most important, and I'll tell you a little bit more about us after this song. This will be our final song, and we'll give you the opportunity if anybody wants to take away our music and support what we're trying to do. Thanks so much.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
When you're crying, I will understand, and I will always be right here to hold your hand. When it's darkest, when you're all alone, I will be that shining light to guide you home. 'Cause it's the little things, I swear. The way you sing when you dry your hair. It's the little things we share. Oh, the way you hold my hand after all these years. You make me laugh when I'm close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date. We'll just talk all night about the little things. When you're older, when your bones feel weak, I will sing to you until you fall asleep. And when it's colder, when it gets hard to move, I will dance with you right there in the living room. 'Cause it's the little things you do, the way I laugh when I act the fool. It's the little things you do. The way you hold my hand after all these years. You make me laugh with a close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date. We'll just talk all night. I tell you all my fears, and you just say, we'll lay it all right here. We'll be okay. We're so much stronger than all of this. We'll build our lives up brick by brick upon the little things.
be our final song now today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping to listen to us. After the song is finished, if anybody wants to take away the music, pop on over to Glover or myself. And for those who just arrived along, very briefly, we have our 2 #1 albums with us here. This was a platinum album in Ireland. This was not only #1, it was nominated for Album of the Year. We got out of our record deal in 2022 because we got fed up being ripped off by an industry that was getting worse. We made the decision to return to how we started and playing on the streets. So we're putting our faith in people instead of corporates and industries. This is our last chance to kind of try and build something independently. We're booking our own tours as well. Everything is independent. And every penny we earn from people on the streets when they buy our music off us goes straight to pints. I mean, goes straight to recording the next album. Very important detail. It is only 20 for all 3 of our albums if you want to go for the bundle deal. They come with this bag for free. That's a souvenir bag. It says the best buskers in the world are made on Grafton Street, Ireland with love, Key West. It's in green Irish writing. It's got a shamrock on there, and it's the most interesting souvenir you can get in the city because everything else is just mass produced in some other place and sold. This at least is unique, and you know, there's very little unique left in the world anymore because of big companies. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for listening to us. We do have card machines, and we can sign them for you. And please remember, we get 1 chance to win you over, but the same goes for that. If you end up going home and listening to some of our music, you only get 1 chance to take it off us on the street as well. This is not on Spotify. It's nowhere else. You can only get it off us. And if you don't have a CD player, remember, there is a password on it that lets you download it and stream it from our website. And that's unlimited and will work forever, but it's the only place you can get it. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to finish this song now. This is called The Little Things.
And I will always be right here to hold your hand. 'Cause it's the little things I've seen. You're so much kinder than I'll ever be. It's the little things for me. Oh, the way you hold my hand after all these years. You make me laugh when I'm close to tears. We stay up late drinking cheap red wine, like it's our first date and we'll just talk all night. I'd say you all my fears and you just say, well, play it all by ear, we'll be okay. We're so much stronger than all of this. We'll build our lives up brick by brick, up on the little things, up on the little things. Up on the little things.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are finished. Thank you so very much for listening to us. Please remember, we are actually a 5-piece band, but we can't bring them onto the street with us, so we have to play as a 2 here. But if you come to see our live shows, it's 5 people. Please come over to us now if you'd like to support what we're doing.